Hello, we are live from Fairview High School, where we have some Thursday night volleyball action here on the FPCSBN, where the Fairview Park Warriors host the visiting Lakewood Rangers. Earlier this season, the Warriors in their opening match, they beat the Rangers in straight sets 3-0, but have since hit a losing skid and have lost the rest of their games. They'll be looking to get back in the winning column here tonight against Lakewood once again. And we are live here from Fairview High School, where we have some Wednesday night girls soccer action with the Buckeye Bucks coming into Fairview High School to take on the Fairview Warriors. I'm Connor Canfield, and tonight we should have a very great matchup, part of a little Warrior Bucks doubleheader tonight, as the boys half of the soccer team goes down to Buckeye to face the Bucks. Should have two very good matchups right there. It may be a cloudy sky here tonight, but the lights are on and the stage is set for some OHSAA sectional first round action here on the FPCSBN. It is Brookside versus Fairview, 16 versus 20. And it's all here on the FPCSBN. Some playoff soccer presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. The wait is finally over. It is finally Saturday, and it's time for some playoff action here on the FPCSBN presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. It's sectional final time. We're here live from Bay High School, where we have the rematch of the regular season tilt between the Fairview Warriors, the visiting 20th seed, against the #1 team in the state, #1 in the district, GLC champions, the Bay High Rockets. Their first matchup, it was a 5-0 thrashing of the Rockets. The Warriors played some great defense in the first half, but the Rockets were able to take control in the final couple minutes and put couple in towards the end of the first half, and then dominated the second half. So it should be another great one tonight. The Warriors might play a little bit closer. I've been told that their strategy is to play some really good defense here early on. Do not allow them to really have a chance at the goal. Welcome back into our triple header tonight, presented by MAC Basketball. It's game 2 of the triple header. It's the JV action now. We're about 7 minutes and 50 seconds from tip-off. And we see some familiar faces that we have seen last year in our earlier viewings. I see Ben Myers, Zach Wilson. We also see some new faces on this JV squad. Colin Lucas, Tyson Crandall, great golf teammate of mine. Also see Enzo Carlozzi. So we see some new faces. We've seen them play before. But now, a lot of these guys, they were at the freshman level last year. They go to the JV squad this year, and they get a big opponent, a good opponent. We saw how good they are, Brunswick is, when they handle the freshmen pretty handily in the first game. Now we'll get to see, can they do the same in the JV, or can Fairview kind of even up this little triple header here tonight going into the varsity act. We started off in the Coliseum, but besides for a quick trip to Chick-fil-A after the game and a quick stop at home, we've made our way to the Rock, home of tonight's Saturday night primetime rivalry action here in this beautifully newly renovated facility here at Lutheran West High School. I'm Connor Canfield, and I'm joined with me by Tyler Danberg, and it should be a great doubleheader of rivalry action here. It's always a show when Fairview and Lutheran West meet on the hardwood. Down to only 6 players, the Fairview Warriors JV team has the tough task of going toe-to-toe with a deep and depth-ridden Twinsburg Tigers squad here in this JV matchup. As welcome into tonight's telecast of FPCSBN Hoops, the doubleheader presented by MAC Basketball. Welcome into the booth, Connor Canfield, Tyler Danberg along with you, and this is their back-to-back games, not the third. That's only the varsity team, but they're only down to 6 players, so it's going to definitely feel like a back-to-back-to-back. Valley Forge High School, and what has become our home away from home this year, as for the 6th time we will have an FPCSBN broadcast from Valley Forge High School, and this will be the 2nd time this year that the JV Lady Warriors and Lady Patriots match up. 2nd time on this floor. It was a very close one, and now coming off of quarantine, the Warriors are looking for some revenge over the Pats. As welcome in to today's telecast of high school girls basketball presented by MAC Basketball. Connor Canfield along with Tyler Danberg here, and we have 2 games on hand and what should be a good one. 2nd time these JV teams are playing. We have the rubber match, the 3rd time these Patriots and Warriors are playing on the varsity level. Crawl in the shotgun, 3 wideouts to the left. Wide out here on the near side of your screen, tailback in the backfield. As Kral's going to take a 3-step drop, takes a shot downfield, has a man just out of his reach. He had Larry Wilcox there, the tight end, the junior tight end. As he had him, he had a couple steps there on a Fairview cornerback, and that would have been a guaranteed touchdown had he been able to haul that in just out of his reach. Kral's got to get that on the money there. He's left a couple of those deep balls just out of the fingertips of the Palmer receivers. This will be a handoff to Marks. Marks will take it on the far edge, a little sweep play. He'll take it down the field to the 50, and he'll be dragged down at about the 44-yard line perhaps, and we have some chippiness there. It looked like Marks might have been being held back there. We've seen a certainly physical game so far on both sides. We've seen a late quarterback hit. McNamara took a roughing the passer shot. We had some taunting on the Valley Forge side. As Valley Forge here, this will be Trell Marks. He'll take it. He's got an edge here. Gets around the defender, and Trell Marks cuts it up to the middle of the field. He will go 20, 10, 5, touchdown Valley Forge as Trell Marks takes it about 65 yards into the end zone there as Valley Forge jumps on top 34-37 here in the first half with 35 and a half to go. There'll be a play fake here. Roll to his right. And finally fires it. It will be picked off by Nate Glantz at about the 50-yard line. Disaster there for Lutheran West, as they give Fairview prime field position here with 30 seconds in the first half. Nate Glantz on the pick. As now Fairview, the momentum swings towards their way a little bit. Can they put at least 3 on the board here with 30 seconds? It's still 21-0, but Nate Glantz, the turnover there for the Longhorns. Deep shot here. That's picked off. Right back to Lutheran West it goes, and he has blockers down the left side. It'll be Greg Fuentes who just threw the pick, takes the pick. He's yanked down by Caden Hopkins. And what a return by Beebe. He muffed it, and I think that threw off of some of the Fairview guys. There was no one on that left edge of the field, so he just took it up the left sideline and took it all the way to the house.
48 yards, and Fairview gets another big play and a big score.
Bad read there by Kral. Didn't even see Jewett. Jewett came out there under from out of nowhere, and he made that pick six, and now the Warriors have taken the... There's just another one of those fullback dives there to Buckley, and he coughed up the ball, and Barnhart scrambled right all over it as Fairview forces an early turnover, and that's exactly what they needed with Buckeye driving. And now let's see, can the offense go and capitalize on this and get them on the board here first? And if they're able to score here early, that is a slap in the face to Buckeye, a team who probably thinks they're going to walk all in here and rout Fairview just based on the way they've been playing recently. And if they can get that first punch in early, that'll be a great momentum booster there for Fairview. Fairview, they've played a lot tougher than they've been playing the last couple weeks. The run offense hasn't been perfect, but it's been probably the best all season as they've been able to swallow up Barnes in the backfield a couple times. But now Buckeyes driving, the offense is really the weak point tonight, as usually the offense has been the better point, but tonight it's been the weak point. And they really got to get it going in the second half, make some adjustments to keep this going as Buckeye, they have them on the ropes here with 46 seconds. They go back to that pitch play they ran a lot last week. Jennings, Paxton, he got a good seal block off the edge, but no blocks on the rest of the right side of the line, as Jennings was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage in a wasted play to begin for Fairview. That's the second time they've ran that pitch play, little shovel pass almost, and it's not worked either time from Fairview. They might have to come away from that as the defensive line gets a lot of penetration on that left side of the Fairview offense line, which will be something to see, as that's happened a lot earlier. He's had his moments back in the pocket tonight. He's had some inaccuracies, but what a throw that was from the junior quarterback. Put that absolutely where only Declan could get that, and he was able to stay on his feet after being knocked behind, and this makes an interesting game. We're going to have a 2-point conversion here as they run this weird formation. And Mark's just on the pitch there. Fairview couldn't get the outside containment, and he flips into the end zone there as the Valley Forge Cloud. It's a lively bunch. They got an air horn over there. Their sideline has especially been energetic, like the Fairview sideline last week as they made that comeback. Some of the best energy I've ever seen in a high school football game. Good ball there by McNamara. It was a little streak up the seam, and Jewett was able to pull that one down there. He made a nice little leap, and he streaked into the end zone as Fairview responds here after the series of turnovers, and they
are 1 point away from tying this off the foot of a very reliable kicker.
And in Lutheran West, they run a weird base set. They run a 5-2, which is 5 down linemen. The ends are stand-up rushers and then 2 linebackers. Against spread-out teams like Fairview, they might run a little bit of a 3-4 look, but it's still a very odd base set to run 5 defensive linemen and just 2 linebackers. What a throw by McNamara. He was flushed out of the pocket with some pressure early. They kept calm, and he found Jewett on the one-on-one, and Jewett just beat his man, made a nice, terrific catch in the back corner of the end zone, and the Warriors, one play is all it took. They're up on top. As Eli Kempton has it here for Elyria Catholic here at the corner. Cross, up ahead, and it's scored. Elyria Catholic ties up the game here. I believe that might have been an own goal, an inadvertent own goal, as I think Kempton kind of crossed it off a Warrior. Blizzard has it. He's got it. He'll cross it up. Farkas with an opportunity here. Shot. Crosses up. The goalie, Zach Taylor, and Farkas with his second goal of the game. 38-30 left here in the second half as Farkas strikes again. Nail-biter here. As Elyria Catholic will send it away. 2 minutes officially on the clock, and we are under 2 minutes here on the FPCSBN. Monday night soccer action here. The Panthers and the Warriors. As Farkas has a chance here. Shot. Score! He's got the hat trick. Ryan Farkas. And the Warriors take the lead here with 1 minute, 48 seconds to go. Ryan Farkas with his hat trick. He's got all 3 for the Warriors tonight. And now the Panthers have to scramble here with 1 minute, 48 seconds.
Ryan Farkas has it. Mark Langdon was up ahead. Dorian Blazek will have it now here for Fairview. Shot over the goal. Score! Dorian Blazek puts it over everyone about 35 yards out as Fairview takes control of this one here on the Blazek. Absolute moonshot. Throwing it in for Blazek, trying to go off the back of his head. The keeper comes flying in to save that one. Ben Weir has it. Shot! He scores! Ben Weir caught the Brookside keeper napping. He came out of nowhere to boot that one, and the Brookside keeper was so far off he couldn't do anything about that. It's now 2-0 Fairview.
Great play there. Good slide tackle there by Kelly. Cross, no one home, there for Bay. Shot, score! They got their 4th. Cross, that's another one. That's an ace. As the Rockets are just pouring it on here at the end. They're getting their younger guys a chance to score, and they're taking the most of it. As Lauren Petrovich had it, Joe knocked it away. That's knocked away there by Riley Goldie. They shot here for the Bucks. Score there by Buckeye. As Abby Basita, one of the senior captains here for the Bucks, gets the goal, and the Bucks draw first blood here at Fairview with 34-54 here to go. That's a great pass up there, as now Buckeye one-on-one opportunity here. Shot, score for Buckeye. As Reagan McCourt puts it in for the Bucks as they go up 2-0. Great pass there by the Bucks, and McCourt was able to take the one-on-one and put it in the back of the net to the right of Molly Hoskins, as now the Bucks jump on top 2-0 with 2:36 left here in the first half. She has it, foot race here, trying to beat out Sibley. The cross, looking for Weimer. Oh, and it's just over the goal. That's a great opportunity there. I believe that was Luca who popped it over. A little too much toe on that. They've been great. Has a great opportunity here for Buckeye. Shot. Score there for Buckeye. They have 3 on the board. As Lauren Petrovich puts it in, it is now 3-0 Buckeye. Off A crazy last few possessions, back and forth down the field, and finally the Bucks win the battle of attrition, and they put their third one in to the back of the net. Cross up there. There's now a shot for the Patriots. Cross there. Into the goal. Albie Giahermani who puts it in. As it's now 2-0 Patriots. She does. Barely keeps it in bounds. Hermaine. Greenwell tried to keep it up in the air, but she could not, as Lakewood takes the second set. 25-23. Parma on the door here from winning this first set, as it's been back and forth. Just clears the net, and that worked out in their favor. Parma takes the first set 25-19. I've just barely cleared the net, but it stopped all momentum and dropped right in front of all the Warriors, as that just worked out perfectly, as it's 1-0 and Parma celebrating hard after their first set. Howie inbounds. Fairview wins the third set 25-21 as they win their first set of the game. They're down 2-1 going into set 4. Before this season against Lakewood 3 weeks ago to the day. Of course, they still have to win the fourth set. Parma could come back in a blink of an eye, you never know, and then have to win the fifth one, but it's looking nice here in the fourth at least. Ignacio will keep it up. Madison spikes it over. This will be set by Kuiper. This will be Akel that takes it. The spike. No one there for Parma as Akel gets the kill. It's now 14-4. There's the serve. Ignacio will keep it alive. Sailor will get it to Tober. That will be short of the net. They win. Fairview completes the comeback. It is 15-13 is the final score of the set, and Fairview wins the match 3-2 overall. They come back down 2-0. Reverse sweep there. What a match that was.